Alright, we got this. I was playing some practice games for Poland. We were just, we weren't just having fun. I don't want to make it sound like we weren't trying, but, just practice for fun. Not a part of a tournament. And we had 2 games I wanted to cast for you. We had a lot of bangers. This one is Chaos versus Bretonia. Traditional meta in this matchup is just to bring a bunch of great weapons and halberds. And it looks like for Poland knows that. We have 4 Chaos Warriors with halberds, front line of Chaos Marauders intermixed with some Forsaken. We have Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, Marauder Horse Masters, Horsemen. So it looks like 5 Skirmish Cav. Mix of nice armor-piercing tools, and then we have Sartorial the Everwatcher with Final Transmutation. I have Fey Double Paladin. I didn't really want to meme around. I wanted to give for Poland some good practice, so I took the standard. I took the right thing, and I'll pause that for a second. I have some Foot Squires intermixed with Peasant Mobs. I have 4 Archers. Some are Pox Arrows, some aren't. We have Knights Errant and Questing Knights mixed in the back, and Pegasus Knights in the sky in case of Manticores. Now, I do charge straight over here. There's no cav to stop me. There's no mass to stop me. So I do try to get the Fey Double Paladin right on top of Sartorial. I just want to get the Paladins on top of him and get their damage in. I'm keeping the Fey next to them just for some magic resist and healing support and that sort of thing. Peasant Mobs immediately get crushed as I thought they would. I probably honestly shouldn't even take them in this matchup, but I guess I'm not a Bretonian expert. And I had too many Peasant Bowmen to defend at the start, so you can see they're just going to get crumped pretty bad. Now, Foot Squires running into Forsaken don't trade super effectively. I've brought the Foot Squires to deal with like halberds and great weapon spam. That they honestly trade okay into. Sartorial runs over to try to get on top of some archers, but he's also been running from the Fey Double Paladin this whole time. You can see already he's trying to path his way out of here, but he is... Well, he was blocked up by 3 units, but he walked straight through them because mass is weird in this game and very inconsistent about who can do what. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. Skirmish Cav over here is trying to get some value, and you can see Fey Double Paladin is just sticking to Sartorial like glue, and they are following him around. And now some Questing Knights are even in there. That's going to be a beautiful final trans from him. Hitting all of these precious units. I immediately counter with an Earthblood, trying to just keep some models alive. And it does okay. It's as countered as I could be. Paladins are going to keep chasing Sartorial, and I will even dive down some Pegasus Knights on top of him. He only has 30 armor, so their anti-large is just quite good against him. He doesn't have any armor to stop them. The front line has gone to absolute shit for me. Some Foot Squires are holding okay, but the Peasant Mobs really didn't. Questing Knights are getting beat up by halberds and great weapons and marauders everywhere. So that's all going very poorly. Sartorial has died, and that is quite good for me. Other than that, Questing Knights, I'd ordered them back, but I didn't order them back far enough. I think they get caught a little bit by these halberds before I give them another order. But the Bretonian front line is just largely in mass retreat. Foot Squires over here, fighting some halberds, winning for now. Foot Squires fighting some more halberds and winning for now, so that's why I took them, and they finally got to get in the fight they wanted. Yep, those Questing Knights did get caught by some halberds before I do pull them away, but they took some free damage they didn't have to. And over here we have some more Knights Errant running around. I brought the Knights Errant just for bodies and mass. I had the money. I thought they could be good cycle charging, and they did okay for a while. Fey Enchantress Double Paladin running around, just trying to find anything to fight. Skirmish Cav are going to try to keep them out of it for a bit, and for Poland is focusing on routing off most of these units. These Questing Knights get caught again. I was trying to micro all this stuff over here, and I'd occasionally look over and say stop it and try to run away. But they did slowly waddle after me. Fey Double Paladin running around. There was a Dwellers Below cast here that took out almost the whole unit of Chaos Warrior Halberds. In a previous blob fight, killed some of my own Questing Knights, but they were going to die to those Halberds anyway. And now I'm going to start draining down this full health unit of Chaos Marauders. Doing some pretty good damage over there. Knights Errant going to charge in, break off 2 more Chaos units, probably chase them off the map. Questing Knights did get fully caught and shut down before I even really noticed they were there. Pegasus Knights are just running around chasing down some things, but it looks like now they're trying to avoid the Skirmish Cav, and Fey is still trying to Mortis Engine down some Chaos Marauders. Lovely, lovely. Pegasus Knights are running away from the skirmish cav. Archers are firing one last volley into their death. Foot Squires are trying to group up with the Fae and get a nice little hero blob going. But for Poland, we'll easily shut down my archers. Questing Knights in the trees have rallied, and I forgot about them again, and they will now be attacked by halberds again. Ah, poor Questing Knights. Frequently forgotten, off in your nowhere land. Happens to the best of us. And the worst of us. Foot Squires are going to get skirmish cabbed out. I'm just accepting their death to waste ammo because I can't do much about it. I'm trying to dodge a little bit here, but it's not really working with foot characters that well. And Fae and the Knights will charge into everything they can. Just try to rout off anything and everything before the final fight comes. Pegasus Knights are wandering around in the sky, just still avoiding skirmish cav largely. And I got a little ambitious with that Chalice of Potions. I figured this late in the game, it's such a slow cast time that nothing would miss it being cast. So I thought the longer the game went on, the more focused for Poland would be on everything, and it could never hit. So just tried to get a free little cast there. Maybe still could have saved it to the end, but who knows? Who knows? Pegasus Knights getting picked off by some skirmish cav. I do try to dodge around a little bit, waste their ammo. And now I go for a rear charge, just trying to trap up some units so that my Knights Errant can actually get on top of them. And I think it's a worthy sacrifice. We do almost rout off both these units. Yes, the Fae drain starts coming in, and they will be running for the hills. Hooray! We did okay for once. Good job, us. Alright. Knights Errant charging in, trying to get on top of these skirmish cabs. So for Chaos, let's take an assessment of the situation. We have Fae Double Paladin, pretty well and good, pretty healthy. Pegasus Knights are very tattered, but they're just trying to chase off some skirmish cav, and Knights Errant are trying to absorb a couple last shots from these Marauder Horsemen and throwing axes. They do have bronze shields, they do have 80 armor. They'll do okay there. I just don't want them shooting the Fae Enchantress or my Paladins. I do try to cast the Dwellers Below on these Chaos Warriors with halberds, and Fort Poland will pretty deftly dodge them, though he does break, and I believe I should go after him, and I do. Good, because I want to kill these halberds while they're not attacking me back. Pegasus Knights do manage to chase off these throwing axes, then they'll turn around, and I can't juke. I'm so close to the edge of the map, they're so close to breaking that I honestly just commit them to this fight to try to get some damage rather than just dying. For some reason, that was it. I got Knights Errant on top of these Chaos Warriors with halberds, and I was trying to chase them off with them, but the Marauder Horsemen came back and did a lot more damage than I thought they would have with one volley. I think the Knights Errant will start to break, but I wanted them to chase off these halberds while the Fae and Double Paladin routed off some stuff. Now I see them rallying a little bit, and I try to create some space for them with my Hero Blob, just trying to zone off these guys, and if they shoot the Fae, I know I'm casting Earthbloods, because that's my only healing. I'm casting Earthbloods on the Paladins anyway, so I'm hoping the Fae will accidentally get some of it. And I do regroup now that Chaos Marauders came up to try to peel me off of these halberds. There's a full health unit of halberds over there that we all saw chasing Questing Knights earlier. But other than that, I'm just trying to take any fight I can and drain things down. Marauder Horsemen are running out of ammunition. I'm ahead on the balance of power now. And for Poland, who is Chaos, is falling a little behind. Scrapping back as best he could. But as Marauder Horsemen keep routing off, it looks like those guys use last their ammo, and they might even rout off if I get near them at all. Let us see. Mortis Engines draining down some Marauder Horsemen. Very nice over here, and this is back on the bugged patch, so it is a little bigger than it should be. It's not draining down a ton of things outside of its range, but it's still draining down pretty well. And at this point, I'm just trying to chain route everything off until he runs out of rallies, because after you route too many times, you know, shatter. What do I have? Okay. Sorry, I had a message I had to deal with. Chaos Warriors with halberds are running in. I do try to fight this one unit because they're so low, but what you're going to see me try to do here is you can see everything's entering the Mortis range, right? Including these Chaos Warriors with halberds. I'm going to try to take every single fight I can that's not with them. So I'll try to chase routing units, I'll try to do anything to obey the attacking rule and keep draining, but not standing and fighting them. So I am constantly clicking on these Chaos Warriors with halberds, try to take myself out of here. I'm getting strangely trapped up, and now I'm going to try to fight these Marauder Horsemen, getting myself away from these Chaos Warriors with halberds. I'm just trying to get away from them, trying to buy time and obey the attacking rule as long as I can without engaging them. Balance power is very far in my favor, maybe even army losses can come in, and I'm furiously clicking out of here, but Faye gets a little trapped up, and I end up piling over onto these halberds because I didn't want them... that looked a little silly, but I didn't want them to come up and come in and fully trap the Fae in, so I needed to break them off with the Paladins and hope that they would actually run and let the Fae get out of here. The Fae, I am using Arcane Conduit. I think I just want to get an Earthblood off, but I don't remember. I definitely don't have the mana for a Dweller, so I think that's it. Marauder Horsemen charge in. They're just trying to pen in the Fae, and it looks like it is working. She will break, and I can't rally her. So now I need to just protect her as best I can, because her Mortis Engine still works while she's running away. The effect has stopped, but you can see their health is going down way too quickly for 2 Paladins. And you can see these guys enter the range. So I'm trying to protect the Mortis Engine capabilities, even though she's routing. She's very low. She's close to shattering. And soon it's going to be these 2 Paladins versus all these Chaos Warriors with halberds, and that is probably going to be too many for them. So the Fae is dead. Paladins are fighting, but there are more halberds coming back. And this half-health unit, man, is going to keep on trucking. Paladin's going to run. This Paladin's doing okay, and those Marauders do shatter. Now, I try to pull him out of these Chaos Warriors by attacking the other Chaos Warriors, just get myself some distance, get myself some space, but it's looking pretty doomed for me at this point. He will slam into these Warriors with halberds, break them, and I think they'll shatter as well. I think they've been broken too many times. Yeah, they shatter. The other Paladin's getting worked down by these guys, and I definitely can't do it at this time. I rear charge them, do my best to fight for a bit, but I do get ground down. Okay. So, for Poland, got 1,100 on Sartorial. Those Marauders did some good work. Forsaken did okay. They struggled a bit. Can you guess which halberd unit killed the Fey Enchantress and both Paladins? That one. Marauder Horseman did well enough. Fey Enchantress got 2,000 value. Paladins, one got a lot, one didn't get as much. I think the one that got a lot was the one that killed Sartorial. Foot Squires almost paid for themselves, which is pretty good. And there were just too many bowmen to protect. Knights Errant, one of them paid for themselves, but both my questing knights struggled really hard. One of them I just kept forgetting, though, so that's not their fault. The Pegasus Knights, I like one Pegasus Knight in case of Manticores and that sort of shit. So that was Chaos. We'll delete that. And the other one I have is me on the Lizardmen versus For Poland's Tomb Kings. And I like this matchup a lot. People say it's not favored for the Lizardmen. People say it's bad for them or something, but I've always enjoyed it from their angle. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see. Sorry. I got messages. I'll focus in a second. Okay. The rest of the messages can wait till after this recording thing. I brought the cohort of SOTM, some skink skirmishers, because just general poke is good against Tomb Kings, and I think I had an awkward amount of money left. Some feral cold ones in case they brought chariot spam. This is on the chariot patch. They were really good. Saurus to grind down the front line. The Umbral Tide I've sometimes found to be good against their lords, but recently I'm rethinking that. A Revivification Crystal for a heal that is better than Earthblood and doesn't cost me Winds of Magic. Skink Priest of Heavens with Wind Blast and Harmonic Convergence, and then Krokgar on Grimlock with his Hand of the Gods. For Poland, brought one Skeleton Chariot with archers, two Skeleton Chariots with archers. Other than that, a bunch of Skeleton Warriors, some spears, two Shopti Great Bows, one of which is the Chosen of the Gods. The Kepra Guard, it looks like double Tomb Scorpion and Arc in the Black. It's a pretty standard build. I'm just trying to get in and fight wherever I can, pushing everything up just to get on top of someone. Krokgar and the Feral Cold Ones will go over onto these chariots, but I'm also thinking this flank looks pretty exposed, and I can probably pull up and around and get into the back line where I want to with those Ushapti Great Bow, because that's the whole point. I try to move up the Umbral Tide and get some shots off. The first volley doesn't do anything to the Chosen of the Gods, and then immediately they get Spirit Leeched and shot by Ushabti, and that's not great at all. So that probably wasn't worth it. Krokgar pushes through this front line with the help of his Saurus friends, and now he is free and clear on the back. He will want to hand the Gods Arc in the Black, doing a good amount of damage, and then I think I'm immediately going to charge forward and just follow him around. Everywhere else, Saurus are grinding very effectively. I'm getting some Feral Cold Ones in, and where are my anti-large boys? There they are. Cold One Spear Riders really destroy skeleton chariots, I've found, so I like them a lot. So Arkin now has to run from this giant angry Carnosaur for most of the game. Feral Cold Ones are going to be chasing down Ushabti Great Bows, just poking them, getting some good value in. And for Poland's having a hard time getting me out of his backline, Krokgar gets even more damage onto Arkin the Black, and a Wind Blast takes out some of the Kepler Guard. Tomb Scorpions are running around, they're trying to kill off Saurus, but Saurus are meaty boys, and they stay in the fight for a long, long time, which is quite good for me. Now these Ushabti, if you were fighting from this angle, you're like, yes, pull them out. There's nothing over here that can hurt them, we'll get them away from Krokgar, and it's going to be good. But Rohan rides, and the Velociraptors with big old spears are going to be coming in the back there and wrecking those Ushabti in short order. Krokgar is taking a good amount of damage. I try to pull him out with Harmonic Convergence. Feral Cold Ones are eating some skeletons and these Ushabti Great Bows, but yes, the Spear Riders will hit them in the back. A Wind Blast coming over here, taking out 2-ish infantry units, and the Skink Priest of Heavens has been running over to offer some leadership support. Now these chariots are largely uncompromised. Krokgar is diving into some Kepler Guard. I just wanted to get him away from that Tomb Scorpion Ushabti combo. That was hurting a lot. The Spear Riders that I mentioned are making short work of the Ushabti over here, and that is certainly very nice for me. Krokgar decides he doesn't like this fight as much as the Tomb Scorpion coming over. Now, Tomb Scorpions I found were trading up into him in ways I did not enjoy at all. And Krokgar is trying to plow through some skeletons, get to Arkin. He gets a little trapped up, but I give him new orders to get over there. These Cold One Spear Riders are still killing the Chosen of the Gods, and another Wind Blast comes in to clear out even more skeletons and buy my Saurus some time just before they die. I cast Swiftness of Itzel, just trying to catch Arkin, trying to get a little more damage on him, and one Ushabti does go down. The Ushabti Summon is also crumbling away, and this Revivification Crystal probably should start healing up Krokgar soon. Ooh, another nice Hand of Gods to the back of Arkin the Black. And that is very good for me. Skink Skirmishers and Skinks are rallying on the far side. I will soon be bringing them back into combat, but as soon as the Tomb Scorpion shows up, Krokgar runs. One-on-one in the middle of a field, yes, he could destroy that thing. Yes, he would do very well, but you can see there's all these skeletons running around I didn't want to deal with. There's a shop. Arkin was spirit leeching me, and I really just wanted to kill him. So that's why I keep pulling out, in case you're like, but Krokgar beats a Tomb Scorpion, just go fight him. Yep, you're right, but I had other shit to do. Revivification Crystal still isn't targeting Krokgar. I swear I was doing that more effectively. Here it's trying to cast him. There it is. So I'm healing him up. He gets Spirit Leech, but I'm pretty sure those two are just going to cancel each other out. If not, the healing might even do more. Another Wind Blast trying to clear some skeletons off of Krokgar, keep him moving. And where is Arkin? Arkin is way over here. Skink Skirmishers are shooting at the Kepler Guard. They're unshielded. Only 50 armor, so that's doing some decent damage. Krokgar is dealing with the last of the Ushabti Great Bow, making sure they never come back. My Cold One Spear Riders have returned. Skeleton Archer Chariots are having a bit of a hard time here. Getting quite low on health, will eventually start crumbling. And they're going after some Skink Skirmishers that are almost out of ammo, so I'm pretty fine with that, honestly. Arkin casts another goddamn Spirit Leech on me, and that is annoying. But he's standing in the middle of some Saurus right now, so maybe I can actually do some damage to him. We'll find out. Kepler Guard are going to run straight into a bunch of angry, pissed off dinosaurs. Double Tomb Scorpion still taking out some Saurus, but Saurus are so sticky in this matchup. They just don't go anywhere. They don't go anywhere. Alright, Skeleton Archer Chariot gets a little bogged down in Skink Cohorts and Skink Skirmishers, and it will disintegrate away. Other than that, I'm trying to coalesce some of my forces. Still trying to catch Arkin the Black, but these double Tomb Scorpions, you can see here why I've been avoiding them. They do so much damage to Krokgar, especially with all this infantry support. And I'm a little trapped up. I've been trying to path out of here, but it's really not working out in my favor. But I do finally get out of here, and can I attack Arkin the Black? He's so fast, but I get a little charge attack, but I miss it. God damn it. I'm getting Spirit Leech in the back once again. Cold One Spear Riders run in. The Tomb Scorpion does a really nice attack animation that sends him super far forward, and I try to peel him off with some Skink Cohorts. I do use another Revivification Crystal on Kroq-Gar. Skink Priest of Heavens is running, and it looks like the Tomb Kings are pulling slightly ahead in the balance of power. Ark in the Black does get attacked by my Cold One Spear Riders, though, and this might finally be the end of him. No, he gets a summon off, and now he's gonna be fine. God damn it, Arkin. Tomb Scorpion gets bogged down to a bunch of Saurus. They are slowly but surely doing some good damage to it. I also have some skirmishers coming in to help me out with some of this bump and grind. Kepperguard are very low. Skeleton Spearmen are very low. That's a summon. We don't care. Tomb Scorpion at half health. Tomb Scorpion at 4/5, so like 80% health. And it's pretty much just this Healy Bastillodon, Kroq-Gar, and some Skinks left at this point. It's looking a little bleak. Another Spirit Leech comes onto Kroq-Gar. I was getting so annoyed of this at this point, especially because I was having such a hard time catching Ark and just dealing with him. Ugh. I try to use Kroq-Gar to get a little free charge on the Kepperguard, but also get them crumbling again, so their regen starts to wear off. And Skink Skirmishers start poking Ark in the Black. This is critical. I'm like, please, just get him low enough that he starts crumbling. Any damage is good damage at this point. Kepperguard are crumbling a little bit, but they do manage to rally. And I'm starting to get some forces together, get my stuff together. But the long game does also benefit me, because I do have the Revivification Crystal. It has plenty more charges on it at this point, I think. And every second I can buy while fulfilling the attacking rule, I am, as I try to heal up ya boy, Kroq-Gar. So I can try to get him back in the fight. Some Saurus are coming back. Skink Priest of Heavens is running around. I think I'm pretty much out of mana at this point. My Skink Skirmishers in the back got about 100 damage on Arkin since they were running around with him. And I see the Kepperguard a little isolated. I do jump on top of them, doing large damage, bringing their leadership down so they actually start crumbling. And then I pop that Swiftness of Itzel for the explosion to try to get out of here. But then Kroq-Gar starts a really lengthy animation. I couldn't move him in time. And then a Tomb Scorpion does get on top of me and does some good damage. I blocked the other one with the Bastillodon, so that's fine. Now, some Skink Cohorts surprised Arkin. I think he was trying to rout them off, but they rallied, and just being so close to another unit while he's this low in health makes Arkin start to crumble. He crumbles and crumbles and crumbles, and I think he is finally going to die. I just wanted to get Kroq-Gar away from him at that point, in case he had one dying Spirit Leech left. I give Harmonic Convergence with almost the last of my mana, just making Kroq-Gar a 87-64 combat stats beast. Some Saurus are in here fighting these King Hex Scorpion Legion. And I get some decent damage on the Tomb Scorpions, but as the Harmonic Convergence is about to wear off, I start to run away. I know I need to get out of here. I have some Skinks that can kite for me. I have the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal that is very, very tanky. And I think I have a heal coming up on it very soon. More Skinks and Saurus are piling in from the outer reaches of space. And my Skink Priest of Heavens actually might be a little screwed. I used Cold-Blooded on Kroq-Gar just in case he was going to break. Just in case, because he was looking a little dicey there for a second. And another healing coming in onto Kroq-Gar. His healing cap is well within sight, and I don't have Earthblood or anything. And he gets side attacked by a Tomb Scorpion. That was my mistake. I fucked that up. And he got hit again. That's pretty bad. He's running. I try to get an attack animation on here, just trying to break off these guys. I block these up with the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal. And I try to piece out of here, but he gets another rear attack from these Scorpions. These goddamn Scorpions are all over me. Oh, I was so mad about that. I fall behind on the balance of power yet again, and it might be looking like the end of the lads. I have some Skinks. Over here, I do have the Heavens Caster flanking this Tomb Scorpion along with the Bastillodon. And the Bastillodon's running out of ammo for the Skink throwers on its back, even. That's how long this game has gone as far as the tussle. So now all my Skinks, everything is piling onto this. Tomb Scorpion tried to take care of it. The other one is going to turn around and try and rally and help its friend. But Kroq-Gar comes back. And he's fresh. With all this vigor he gets, he is fresh as a daisy. And he's coming back for vengeance. Skink Priest of Heavens is trying to fight this Tomb Scorpion. He's trying to crumble it down a little bit. The Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal still fighting. I think it has another charge I'll be throwing onto Kroq-Gar in just a second here. Does he get it? He gets Cold-Blooded just so he doesn't rout again, because if he routs, this game's definitely over. And the balance of power is back to dead even. We're fighting it out. Do I get a heal? Doesn't look like it. Rear charge on the Tomb Scorpion. Looks like I miss. And I might even miss again there, and that is pretty unfortunate. But I do cast the Swiftness of Itzel. I do get the healing onto Kroq-Gar, and those two Scorpions both miss me. One does eventually hit me, and my leadership wavers down to 0, but it comes back up due to the Cold-Blooded and healing. We kill one Tomb Scorpion. We kill the other Tomb Scorpion. And Kroq-Gar comes out on top. Yeah, Kroq-Gar. 3,400 value on him. 600 on the Heavens Caster. Saurus all did well. They didn't quite pay for themselves, but they murdered a lot of Tomb King stuff. Coldwind Spear Riders did 2,100 damage value. And my Salamanders just got ganked. That was pretty bad. Arkham got 1,600 from just Spirit Leech and Kroq-Gar for the entire duration of the fight. That was joyous. Kepler Guard did great. Skeleton Chariots, one did fine. Tomb Scorpions both did amazing, and the Ushabti were hunted most of the game. That's that. That's that.